Hey everybody, welcome into Siren Records Monterey. It's Fresh Catch Friday with Cass and Lorain, and Cass is here, and I'm here. Cass is here this time, and I'm sure everybody's pretty happy to have you back because that was one is a lonely
Good to be
number.
back. Yeah, no, unfortunately, couldn't find anyone else to cover me, but
well, yes, you're that rare.
Well, next time we'll get someone ahead of time, I think.
Okay, because it is pretty hard to sit here and just talk to the air by yourself. So.
I know. Luckily, there wasn't too much out last week, though.
Right, and the same thing kind of this week, because you know when it's gearing up for Record Store Day, it's a little light on new releases, but we still have some good stuff to talk about. And I guess, as always, we're going to start with our picks of the week, and Cass always kicks us off, and so why don't you tell us what you thought?
All right, this week I got this new Wise Blood album, Titanic Rising. Wise Blood is a project by a woman named Natalie Mering. This is her 4th studio album. Her first 3 were on Mexican Summer, but she recently signed to Sub Pop. And this is definitely what a lot of people are considering her magnum opus. Her last album kind of caught my ear. It was pretty good, nice little soft, art pop album. But this one is like leagues above her last album. It's like she's really perfected her sound here. It's like I said, it's basically her sound is just art pop, baroque pop. People compare it to like Kate Bush, Beach Boys, a little George Harrison folk in there as well. And a contemporary of hers I really like, Julia Holter. Definitely very similar vibes if you like her at all. So yes, this album, it's very aquatic, I would say. The album cover, if you can really see it there, it's kind of, I think she's almost like, I think it's her bedroom, but she's supposed to be underwater or something. And the whole album kind of gives off this vibe of being like underwater, but also like you're flying at the same time, which is a weird contrast, but it's a very, very unique sound. And the lead single, or one of the lead singles, Movies, is definitely one of my favorite tracks I've heard this year so far. And this album altogether is probably my favorite album I've heard this year so far. So if you like, art pop that's not, super, what's the word? It's basically, it's not just your straightforward pop album. It's very forward-thinking in the instrumentals. It's very lush. It's very bold. Some very, texture. There's a lot of textures and layers of sounds going on here. Orchestrations. Some cool electronic sounds in here as well to kind of add to her sound. So it's really a blend of so many different genres. And a lot of people are calling it classic already, which is pretty hard to believe, but it really has that timeless feel to it, almost like Kate Bush's Hounds of Love. It's just like a perfectly crafted art pop album. It's a Sub Pop Loser Edition, and it's on maroon vinyl. Obviously I bought it because it's so good, so I can show you.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful maroon color. Honestly, it's a pretty simple color, but I can't say I've seen a vinyl that color before.
It's really, really pretty.
Pretty perfect.
Actually, I think we have had vinyl that color before, Cass. I hate to, rain on your parade there, but yeah, it's interesting what you were saying about the layering, because I was thinking exactly what you came up with later, that that really smacks of Kate Bush, just having all
definitely.
that different stuff, and so that's pretty cool. I enjoyed this today. I thought that was pretty good.
It looks like her too for some reason on the album cover.
Well, maybe she's a fan. She might be channeling Kate for that. Also, what's interesting is this underwater photography stuff. That was like the last Hosier, the new Hosier we just talked about, him sitting in an armchair underwater. Yeah. So I guess that's a thing now. It's
pretty cool. I think it's in her bedroom too. It's very, very beautiful album cover.
Yeah.
Oh, also, Jonathan Rado of Foxygen fame co-produced this with her.
Really?
Forgot to mention, so that's pretty cool.
Did you say how much that was? I can't remember.
I did not. Let's see. That is $18.95 for the Loser Edition vinyl. We also have a cassette, $7.99, just a black cassette. Still
nice.
Pretty cool. So that is it for me.
All right, good pick. Now, my pick for you this week was technically supposedly out last week, but where we get Warner Brothers stuff from, ADA Warner Brothers, they are moving warehouses, and so everything has been like a big jumble. We've had a little bit of lateness and trouble kind of getting some of our new releases from them. I'm really hoping that they sort that out soon, because everything had a sell hold on it for a while. Anyway, because this is such a great release, I am going to feature this for my pick this week, even though technically it was out last week. And this is, of course, Beth Gibbons and the Polish National Radio Symphony Orchestra. They are doing Heinrich Górecki's Symphony No. 3, Symphony of Sorrowful Songs. This is on Domino Recording Company. And Beth Gibbons, of course, you guys know this. She's, the singer in Portishead. And she just has that beautiful, haunting, great voice. Now, this is interesting because Beth neither speaks Polish and she does not read music either. So this was, in preparation for this performance, she worked from a specially prepared vocal score that was bearing the original text in a phonetic interpretation, which is like, probably not too easy to do.
Oh, damn, that's pretty interesting.
So, and, they also had a translation for her because she was not so much concerned with technicality, but just the emotion and from the heart, understanding what this was about. So, in classical terms, she's actually a contralto, and when Górecki wrote this, he wrote it for a soprano. So, wow, that's like a register higher. So that all had to be reworked. This is a very complicated piece, a lot of work went into this. And so she has that range. She's capable of doing the soprano thing. And like actually the second Portishead album, that track that is All Mine, the chorus there, she gets into that register. So she knows how to do it, but doesn't come absolutely naturally to her. So she worked with a couple of vocal coaches as well, and she just really wanted to engage emotionally with this piece. Anyway, her vocal is just like nobody else's. It's so haunting, it's so beautiful, and it really does evoke a lot of mood and heart. So this is a wonderful thing. It's a deluxe edition here on heavyweight vinyl. It's a gatefold sleeve. It's got a 16-page mounted booklet with it and a bonus concert DVD, which is amazing to watch. You can see some of the clips on her website, and it's like really interesting to just kind of see them performing this. It's really great. Anyway, it's also got a multi-format download card, and it's $36.95. It's another deep pockets one, but worth it. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, definitely shout out to Beth Gibbons and Jeff Barr from Portishead for still putting out interesting,
I think it's been, what, 25 years down the road, and they're still doing it. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. So, okay, that's here for you now, and I'm sure Cass has another couple of things he would wish to highlight for us. And better be good.
Well, all right, first of all, actually, that's right, yeah, this wasn't on the price list for some reason.
Oh, okay.
I think it was like something like $19.95.
Why don't you talk and I'll go find out how much it was.
All right.
So just start talking.
Sure.
Here he is. He's got the floor.
Okay, so I have this new Drums album. Brutalism. Drums are I think, Brooklyn-based indie pop group. This is their 5th studio album. They've been doing it for a while, and they've kind of stuck to a pretty particular sound, just very beachy, easygoing indie pop. I used to not be a huge fan of the drums at first, but after seeing them open up for Always, I think last year, it definitely changed my opinion of them. His knack for songwriting and melodies, he's a very good songwriter. He's really good at coming up with like catchy, earworm type vocal lines. So no matter what you say about the drums, you hear one of their singles, it's gonna get stuck in your head. They're a very catchy band, that's for sure. And this album, pretty much same thing as usual for the drums, nothing too crazy. Classic fat bass lines, great vocals, electronic drum machines sort of stuff, and lyrics about love, about heartbreak, and it's pretty much drums as usual, but if you like their sound like I do, you're not gonna be able to get enough of these guys, so check it out. It is
$20.95.
$20.95, I was close.
Is that on colored vinyl?
Yeah, limited color. Doesn't say what color. I think it's probably blue though. I think I saw somewhere, so.
Okay.
Pretty cool. So check that out.
All right, nice.
Next, I have this other excellent album, almost my pick of the week. The Pup album, Morbid Stuff. Excellent album cover too.
Look at the back picture. That's great too. Stabbed pinata.
Yes, I love it. Pup, they are a Toronto-based punk and post-hardcore group. This is their 3rd studio album, and their last album, The Dream Is Over, was a huge, huge breakout for them. They basically got almost, like what's the word, like arena level status of punk music with that album. Like pretty much everyone I know that's into like pop punk or just like, you know, hardcore punk was like that was one of the best punk albums of the decade. And it was a really, really great album. But they've actually topped it with this one. You know, they took all the, you know, things that were so great about that sophomore album, you know, the very sarcastic, honest, and almost, you know, hilarious lyrics, as well as the great riffs, great drumming, very energetic instrumentals, and they have like this classic thing where they all like sing in unison for like one or two words. It's like, it's hard to explain, but if you know what they sound like, you'll know what I mean. Basically, at the end of like a vocal line, they'll all shout, you know, some phrase, so it'll really stick in your head. And like I said, just very sarcastic. You know, the singer, he kind of points out stuff in his life, like, you know, maybe, you know, themes of depression, but he doesn't handle it like most people do. He's kind of letting it just sink in, and, you know, he's just letting himself, you know, what's the word? Just not really dwell on it and just kind of poke fun and, you know.
So he's not a crybaby.
Yeah, he's not. He's just like aware of it. He's like, you know, it is what it is. You know, life might suck, and that's just how it is. So he's making fun out of it, I'd say.
I appreciate that.
And yeah, they're just a great band. If you like pop punk, if you like punk at all, post-hardcore, this is going to be a very important band for you if you haven't heard them. And if you liked that last album, you're going to love this one too, of course. It's indie exclusive. It's I'm pretty sure.
Maroon
actually,
and
it
pink.
says on here.
Yeah.
Pink oxblood colored vinyl. It's a splatter vinyl.
Oh, it's splatter? I thought it was a swirl.
Yeah, no, I saw a picture of it online
Oh,
earlier.
okay. So more
it
splatter than
looks
swirl?
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Okay.
More splatter than swirl. If you want to get into the specifics.
Okay, yeah, well, we do.
So $22.95 for this banger. So check it out. It's fucking great.
Okay. That's you just had two today?
Yeah, just
Okay.
two for me.
All right, so I've got some pretty great stuff for you that I wanted to let you know about. First of all, this is David Bowie, Spying Through a Keyhole. This is on Parlophone, and it's in celebration of what would have been David Bowie's 72nd birthday. Got it again.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that crazy to think that? Anyway, this is demos and unreleased songs. Features 9 previously unreleased recordings, including the earliest known version of Space Oddity, which is kind of great, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so this set, which comes 50 years after Space Oddity became Bowie's first hit, is named after a lyric from the song Love All Around. Though most of the tracks in this collection have familiar titles, these versions have never been released before this year. Most are comprised of solo vocal and acoustic home demos, so this is really for like the real purist fan, you know.
Nice.
But this is the first physical release of songs, and they were briefly available on streaming services for a limited time in December. But now these are 4 7-inch singles, and this is $34.95 for this box set. But something that I think is kind of interesting but should be talked about, on the back there's a disclaimer that says these recordings have been remastered. No, they've been mastered from the only available sources to provide the best sound quality possible. However, dropouts, tape shredding, and degradation and distortion are inherent in this sources in the sources. But we hope the historical importance of the recorded outtakes will, you know, blah, 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 something about, we just hope you enjoy it. So they're just letting you know it's going to have some noise, and like I said, this is for the purist. This is for somebody who just, you know, needs to have all the Bowie. So it's here for you now, all right?
That seems like Bowie's version of that Prince thing.
Well, I don't know, because that Prince thing,
stuff,
well,
right?
yeah, but I think this has got, you know, like they said, there's like tape dropout and stuff like that. That Prince was
That
like clean.
Pristine.
Yes,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah. So therein lies the difference. Okay, now this little beauty. Okay, this is New Order.
Is it colored vinyl?
Yeah, well, no, it's not. It's that's a CD.
Oh god.
Cat stop getting everybody
No,
all excited.
I thought
God.
it was like a
No, it is not
colored
colored vinyl. This is New Order Movement. This is the Super Deluxe box set. It's on Warner Brothers, and so now stop blowing it. Okay. Sit in your chair and be quiet. Okay.
Oh, well.
All right, this is the band's debut album. It's recorded in the late spring of 1981 with producer Martin Hannett, and it was originally released in November of 1981. Let's see, on Factory, you know, and this Movement box set features what you get in here is you get the original album on vinyl, and you get, you know, with its iconic sleeve that was you know, created by Peter Saville, that in-house designer for Factory. Okay, and the album is on CD, and it's also in a replica mini sleeve, and a bonus CD of previously unreleased tracks. Now the audio is the 2015 remaster. And the last disc is a DVD, which has live shows and TV appearances, and it's all in the track listing. You can see it, you know. But this includes also a hardcover book, and all the contents come. The lid lifts off like a package. It doesn't like open that way. So, and it's got that nice canvas coating, which I always love. Instead of just the slick cardboard, this is like a really, really beautiful deluxe package, and it is $109.95. So, wow, wow, wow. That's pretty great.
That looks excellent.
Okay, and lastly, Cass and I want to let you know.
Yeah, I'd say it's like a dual pick for both of us, maybe.
Yeah, this one is. We sometimes, you know, Cass and I, we love our Australian bands, especially indie bands, and we just like thought it would be fun to kind of champion this band that you go ahead and hold that up, and this is the Casuals, and this is called Rhythm and Drive. It's an EP, and this is not the Casuals Britpop band from the late 60s. This is an Australian power pop quartet from Perth in Western Australia, and this is their debut EP. It took them 8 hours to record this in late 2017, and it's like post-punk power pop garage rock, you know, and it's you got Alex Fenton on vocals and guitar, and he also like writes all the songs. And then you've got Jono Broughton on bass. I hope I'm not butchering this guy's name. It's kind of, you know, the spelling looks to me like Broughton is the way you would say his last name. Really strong bass player, I think. Good backbone there. And he also does backing vocals. Then you've got Kieran Smith. I'm going to say Smith. Maybe it's Smythe. I really hope you guys, I'm saying your names right. He's on guitar and backing vocals. And you got the great Mark Fenton on drums, which is like kick ass, don't you think? It was
Definitely.
Just driving that thing. So great. So you can hear him on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, and of course you can go to Bandcamp and get this digital download for 10 Australian dollars, which works out to about $7.10 US. So bargain. And they've got another 6 tracks recorded, and they'll be putting that out once the artwork is sorted. So we look forward to that. They sent us some copies of this. I think we might end up putting those in the swag bags for Record Store Day, and they have these really awesome Casuals enamel pins.
Great.
That oh gosh, I should take it out of the little bag, shouldn't I? So you don't have to look through Casual. But see, it's like this little bullseye, very Jam reminiscent almost, and it just says Casuals on it. But so yeah, I really, really liked this. I just thought the guitar and drums were like great.
Definitely, yeah. I thought the guitar work, yeah, like you said, was super punchy. Even the first track, Al's song, that guitar riff, super good, super catchy, a little math rocky. And then the second track reminded me of like first Arctic Monkeys album. And then I heard some like early Green Day in there as well, you know. So it's just like very poppy, very catchy little
but kind of garage too. Like I was saying to Cass earlier, obviously I'm not a guitar player and I don't know the verbiage that you dudes like to use, but I love that scrubbing guitar sound, and that's what I'm hearing on here. I absolutely love that. It's lo-fi, but it's not like messy lo-fi. Yeah. You know how sometimes people throw that label around like, oh, it's lo-fi, and it's kind of like, I don't know. But I didn't get that from this at all. It's not messy. It's very, very well done.
Yes.
And so yeah, I would say absolutely get on there, get on Bandcamp and check them out, and you know, let's look forward to the next with these new 6 songs. I'm very excited to hear what else they got in the pot there.
Oh yeah.
All right. Okay, so the Casuals, yeah. All right, now we're going to get our small pile of what else is out. There's still some stuff that those guys haven't unpacked out of the boxes yet, so we're just gonna, and you know, so we can get moving here, we're just going to give you what we already pulled out. And we post the list down below, and when I say that, I think it might be confusing to anybody watching on YouTube, but we post it down below. What in the hell are you doing?
Well, it's not really, you can't really see the records here. Not the best angle,
in case everybody wanted to read your palm today. Okay, so All right. Yeah. Okay. So, yes, this is what we've pulled out of the box. We're going to get this moving. And when I say we post the list, I meant for our Facebook page because those are the locals that are more inclined to want to know the prices to come in. So if that's confusing to anybody watching on YouTube, that's what we're talking about. Okay. So first off, this is Daniel Avery. This is called Song for Alpha. Remixes 2. It's a 12-inch. It's $15.95. All right. Then we've got Gason Buke, Scholars. This is on yellow vinyl, and it is $19.95.
Nice.
Okay. Now we've got Shanna Cleveland, and this is Night of the Worm Moon. This is on mint green vinyl. It's $19.95. There's also a cassette available for $7.99. And Shanna is an LA artist, and she's also best known for fronting the surf rock band La Luz as vocalist and guitar player.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So.
yes, it's right there.
Okay, so yeah, so she, we listened to this morning, and it was very low-key, I thought, you know.
Yeah, definitely not as crazy as the cover would
No.
indicate, but it's still
Right.
pretty good. But
Very much like another one of those. I think maybe it's a grower. You might have to have a few
Yeah.
passes at that before it really resonates with you. But so anyway, but that's who she is. So, all right. Now we've got Enterprise Earth, Luciferus. This is 180 gram red and black splatter vinyl. Comes with a digital download, and it's $24.95.
it's always good to have some good death metal in our
We
picks
always
every
do.
week.
We always do. Well, and now we have Don Felder, who was once at one time a guitar player for the Eagles.
That's
and
not death
this
metal.
no, but this is American rock and roll, as the name implies. That's exactly what it is. It's $23.95, and so yeah, if you're missing Don Felder, now you got a solo record from him.
This might be good. That album cover, not too good.
Okay. Yeah, I know. All right, now we got Ben Folds, and this is live at MySpace. This was another one that had the sell hold on it from WIA last week. This is on white vinyl, and it's 2 LPs. And October of 2006 is when this was recorded. It was in his personal studio in Nashville, and this event was the social network MySpace's first ever live webcast. So that's
cool.
what this is, and it is let's see,
Legendary.
$36.95. So yeah, he's the one that got the ball rolling on that stuff, and white vinyl
of all
too.
People. It's
I
crazy.
know, huh? But you know, little feather in his cap, right?
Yeah.
I'd say so.
Rest in peace, MySpace.
Yes. Okay, now we've got Question Mark and the Mysterians, 96 Tears. This is on clear teardrop vinyl. Now, what do you suppose teardrop vinyl is? Got a little.
Is that just clear?
I would say maybe I was just in my head thinking it had a little cast of blue in it. I don't know why I think teardrops are blue, but
I love these guys.
all right. Anyway, $20.95 for that one.
Great underrated garage rock band.
I like this dude in the cowboy hat back here. That's awesome.
Oh, he's on the front too.
No, is he on the front of the
Signature
Yeah,
cowboy hat.
So he just had the hat on the whole time.
Yeah,
Okay.
you'll never see him with it
Okay.
off.
He doesn't want to lose the lid.
Oh, God.
Okay, now we got Strawberry Girls, American Graffiti. This is a Salinas trio, so they're
Hell
local
yeah.
yokels from around here. But actually, their guitarist, Zachary Guerin, was formerly in Dance Gavin Dance. And when he left that band, he hooked up with the other two. And now they're making music under the name
Brain
Strawberry
digger,
Girl,
digger
which
researcher.
which is Strawberry Girl was like borrowed from the lyrics of Susie and the Banshees, Christine. So if you know that song,
Oh,
that's
did
what
not know
influenced
that.
them. Yeah, so that's what
Cool.
influenced them to do that. And this one, colored vinyl, but I don't know what color. Any indication? No stickers, no nothing?
No sticker. This is a great album though. If you like that instrumental sort of prog stuff like Animals as Leaders, or like math rock, stuff like that, this is actually super solid. Like you wouldn't even I wouldn't consider this like a local sort of thing. It's a very like professional,
totally, yeah.
excellent album. And I remember I was already a fan of theirs because I read about them in some magazine, and then I saw them playing on like Cannery Row one day, and I was just like
Really?
blown away. I was like, "What is happening?"
Really? Oh, wow.
So, yeah, probably one of the best bands to come out of Salinas. Can't think of any others at all.
Well,
actually.
now don't say that because there's probably a lot of Salinas bands that would like take umbrage with that. So
It's true, but
Okay.
I can't think of any.
All right, this is $24.95. It's here for you now, and again, we can't tell you the color of that vinyl because we don't know, but maybe you tell us if you buy it. Okay, so if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button down below. We want to give a big shout out again to our friend Vinyl Richie, who
yes, the homie.
Yeah, he's just been so great with us. You know, he's given like I think he sent a lot of people our way, and we've got
really
some
did.
nice subscribes from that.
Doubled our subscriber
Very,
count
very nice.
single-handedly.
And yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Vinyl Richie, he's actually he's again very knowledgeable. He just kind of goes through and gives you like his haul for the week or whatever, and he tells you in depth all about, you know, just things that he bought and where he found it and that kind of stuff. It's pretty interesting, and he's super funny too, so we like that.
If you're checking him out, I saw one of his videos yesterday. It was like his 21 favorite psychedelic albums from the 60s.
Awesome.
That is a really good video. Like, I found so many bands I'd never heard of.
Oh,
So,
did you? Oh,
yeah. It was
yeah.
actually an incredible
Well, he's
video.
also very, very good with the punk stuff. I think that's one of his loves. You know, he really does love the punk stuff, so he's got a lot of knowledge about that stuff as well. And there's another guy called Michigan Record Club that, you know, you should like go over there, because he also is just showing you deep catalog stuff that he likes too. And these guys are worth checking out, because, you know, if you're a part of the vinyl community and you just want to keep learning about stuff, these are a couple of really great channels. So check him out too, Michigan Record Club. So, having said that, let me think. Okay, Siren is open this weekend from 12 to 4, Saturday and Sunday. Tonight, Juice and Java. You got Tommy Pieper hosting open mic night from 7:30 till whenever he wants. And what else? Jim James tickets just went on sale at the Fillmore, and so yeah, we're all over that. Anyone who's smart. But you know what? Cass is going to be going to Shaky Knees later.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And so he gets to see Jim James first.
Maybe I'll be giving you guys some live
Ooh, that would
updates from
nice.
the source or something.
Okay, that would be probably a really great idea. All right, so that's not until early May, so Cass is around for a few more weeks before that happens again, and this time I'm really going to try to pull somebody in here to talk with me instead of coming at you from the black hole.
Yes.
Anyway, all right, so thanks for joining us this time, and we'll see you next time. And subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the thumbs up, do all that stuff if you feel so inclined, and we really appreciate it. So we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye.